Hey there, everybody. It's it's a very warm Thursday out today, and I figure with some of the changes that are going on and some of the events upcoming, it might be worth chatting with you folks a little bit, talking about an idea I had and what's coming up. So let's chat. There's a thing about farmers markets, and really any kind of like pop up occasional sales period kind of event, where you need to have two ingredients for it to be successful. You have to have vendors who are bringing materials to market, items for sale, foodstuffs, home goods, the whole nines. But you also need customers to incentivize those producers of goods to keep coming. And one just won't show up without the other. And so that is sort of what happened to our market in town, where there's just not enough. There's not enough foot traffic for customers, and so a number of the producers, vendors, other small business owners have decided that they are going to pull out of our town's farmers market, which left us and one other vendor, but we wouldn't have a veggie producer. The market gardener is the last one to have pulled out, and as much as I do have a veggie garden, it's not at a production point where it's something that I am consistently high intensity turning over beds. It's more for home use for us, so I just don't feel, I guess, like that's a niche I am able to step into in this particular juncture. But we do have a special event in town coming up this Saturday to celebrate our town. So if you are in the area, if you're in the Berwicks, come on down to Millfest. We're going to be having our tent up from 10 to 3, weather permitting, possibly even longer. And if you know what I look like, which, hey, this is what I look like. If you know what I look like, you can come spot me. I'll be enjoying some pancakes and probably a bounce house, movies, and who knows what else. It should be good times. But, and so we're going to be bringing that backdrop, and I'm a fan of all of the ideas. I actually have to do a few more things in regards to Velcroable pieces of fabric to be marketing signage. But someone else had a great comment about a raffle. And I guess the second portion of this video is going to be my thoughts about a raffle and my interest in inviting you folks all to participate in it, because I appreciate you being around. So let's take a look at my idea. We are back in the sun. Oh my god. It's hot, folks. But here we have a few of the air prune boxes. These guys are doing pretty well. We have Spice Bush. We have Physocarpus opulifolia. Those are 9 barks for those of you who like common names. And then this other air prune box over here, I don't know why I'm doing it from so far away. This other box over here is more of a creeping Thai, which was kind of a hedging of bets last year, because I felt like I was kind of pushing the limits on whether or not seeds in here would germinate. So I also threw down some seed for the thyme, which, while not really the most appropriate thing for air prune box growth, this is really more for deep tap rooting type plants, but this was a nice little yield from what could have been a failure, similar to these guys here. I mean, you know, this one's growing stuff, but that's not trees. But so, let's talk about a raffle. So, I don't really want to bring a whole wheel and try to store paper and have things blowing away and all of the accoutrements. That feels kind of silly. So I think what I'm going to do is bring one of these two, whether it's the spice bush, the Calycanthus floridus, or whether it's the Physocarpus. Now, quick note, the Physocarpus does have a few hidden plants in here, but what I'm thinking is we could take either one of these and, as a little interest grabber, have people try to guess how many bushes are growing in a 2 square foot box. I think it might be fun. I think it's an opportunity for folks to learn about some of the ways in which we grow plants for sale. And I think it would be an interesting thing for folks who might not believe in it or who are totally new to the concept of high density growing in small spaces. So, which one do you think we should bring? I kind of like the Calycanthus because it feels a little bit more honest. There's just one type of plant growing in this one as opposed to this guy, which has the Physocarpus and a nitrogen fixer in there. I genuinely, every time I go to say this plant's name, I lose it. It's blue something. Blue indigo, false indigo bush, Amorpha fruticosa. That's the one. That's the one. But so I'm thinking one of these two. We'll bring it in. We'll have a little guess how many, and we can either have them drop their contact information on a slip of paper into a jar or into a bowl, or we can have them comment on like a quick little video to place their guess. And I think, you know, there's that hesitancy about, oh, should we have them comment on a video that I make where it's just me bringing the camera kind of through here. For you to try and guess. But I want to invite all of you folks, when we decide which box it is, I want to invite all of you folks to place a guess as well. There will be, if we decide to do it as a video thing, I will absolutely just post up a quick little video. It'll probably be something like Millfest. Guess how many for a free plant. And, you know, we'll do some Price is Right rules. Rest in peace, Bob Barker. And, yeah. We'll have a fun little, if you can guess how many we have in there growing, closest without going over, wins a free plant. Right? I think that would be fun. I totally invite you to participate in that when it happens. If I decide not to do a video and have folks comment on it as a method of driving engagement on the channel, you know, it'll just be a little post with a picture of the plants in question and you guys can guess. You folks can guess. I'm not sure who has noticed, but I am trying really hard to be better about saying the word guys. In my head, you guys is non-gender specific, but I understand that it is not the most inclusive of nomenclatures for a group of people. So I'm trying to be better about saying folks and not guys. I hope that you appreciate it if you've made it this far into this rambling video about what I'm planning to do now that I have Thursdays free for the next month. Okay, we're back in the shade. I can't hack it anymore. So, there will probably be another video soon, if I had to guess, about guessing about how many plants are in a box. But we're also kind of considering what our next steps for next year are going to be in regards to market attendance, which markets, the frequency, and things like that. And I think that that will be an interesting video for those of you who are considering doing something like our setup, where you're trying to gauge the value in going to market or doing a stand on the end of your driveway or on the side of the road, or whatever the setup case might be for your particular project. Our experiences obviously are based on what we've experienced. That's a poor sentence, but we're basing this on the performance of the markets that we've been at, and yours might be performing better. You may have um, a larger community involvement, or you may have a greater sponsorship in your area. So, by no means a be all end all, but yeah, just I have thoughts, but this is going to get long. So that's where our air prune boxes are at. I'm looking forward to our special event in town. If you guys are local, if you folks are local, if you folks are local, I hope that you may find an occasion to come out and see us and chat us up, say hey. There was someone who stopped by our market last week and was like, hey, subscribe to your channel. And I can't tell you how good that feels. So, yeah. If you have the opportunity, come say hey. You're subscribed to the channel. I'll feel like a rock star for a little bit, and I'll talk planes with you. So, till then, till next time. Thanks for watching. Happy planting.